All right, all right, all right. Let's get this recap underway. So, uh, Ron, Noriko, and Kyle continued their encounter with Don Alonso. It was quite tense, but Ron was kind of fanboying out. Ron challenged his rule of the
Hello?
city. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now there you are.
All right,
Yeah,
so
you
All
said
right.
so, and
I'll
then you
start
stopped.
over. Ron, Noriko, and Kyle continued their encounter with Don Alonso. Ron challenged his rule of the city. Don Alonso made it clear that it could have been deadly had it happened in a more private setting. Meanwhile, Merrick and Caleb in Booth uh, swung by and talked to him after their encounter. Ron was fanboying pretty hard about Don Alonso. Uh, Don Alonso was Elvis. Um, much was revealed to the prince. We went there and told him. We were advised that we should all find new havens or move our havens. All vampire business owners should install security cameras because this little kid has some pretty powerful obfuscate abilities. And we were told to keep our ears to the ground about it. He did look nervous when we mentioned the kid, although he said he had no idea who it was. Uh, After all of that, I met with my bandmates to tell them that I was retiring from the band to take over the club and kind of stepping back. Uh, I fed them all my blood because they are ghouls and Ramon is not around. Kyle got in touch with Miss Elizabeth and told her to get security cameras installed and to have a reinforced steel door installed in her office. Ron took Caleb to the precinct and exposed all of his collected evidence about the serial killer to Caleb. Uh, and he was trying to get his opinion on the connections. Caleb spotted a photo album and a picture of the crime scene, and he asked to look at a physical copy. But when Ron went to retrieve it, the photo album was not where it was said to be, and there was no record actually that said it was even ever there, I believe. And the locker guy's kind of searching around for the evidence. Ron offered to do a Taco Bell run for him, leaving Caleb alone with Ron's computer and login credentials. And Caleb immediately started searching for information on Amanda, and he finds something indeed to be continued.
Yeah, because the GM's a sadistic, well, a storyteller.
What?
You
Man weaves a
know
good
what?
tale. Let us praise him.
Yeah.
Right.
But he left me on that fucking cliffhanger.
Oh,
Hey, I want to
cliffhanger.
make sure you come back next week. That's all.
Cliffhanger? What cliffhanger? The fact that the photo on the the official records of Amanda's life doesn't match the Amanda you know?
Yeah, that
Weird.
one.
Weird. I can't imagine why you'd be uptight about that.
I object to the
Oh,
characterization as uptight, but
really? Okay. Sorry, I am. There we go. All right. Sorry. Taking the opportunity to finish gathering my thoughts. So, yeah, Caleb, you pull up Amanda's driver's license records, and you are stunned when the sweet, basically Karina clone almost, that you know as Amanda, turns out that the woman whose picture is on the driver's license is a brunette. She has, chestnut brown hair, and she's probably a good meh, 2, maybe 3 inches taller, at least according to the documents that you're looking at. And oh yeah, according to the records that you're seeing here, yeah, according to what Karina told you, she was a student at the university. According to the records that you're able to pull up using Ron's credentials, yeah, she, the Amanda that you're looking at a picture of has a student ID from the University of Wisconsin.
Well, I don't think Wisconsin's even closest Wisconsin to Colorado. Someone who knows the Midwest.
Yeah, yeah, good solid,
Wisconsin's north of me.
Yeah,
good
it's quite a
solid,
drive.
1,000 miles thereabouts.
Okay, so like a third of the country away. Cool.
Yeah, thereabouts.
That this portends only good things.
I thought so too. Ahem. Ron, you returned from the Taco Bell run with the tiny bribe for the overnight evidence clerk.
Ron's gonna loudly place the bag on the counter so that the guy knows he's back.
Awesome. He bustles up front and says, "Hey, man, thanks so much. I really appreciate that. Wow,
Yeah, man.
way to help a guy out."
Oh, no problem. You're stuck in there, and you're doing me a favor to look for this stuff. So, as he's handing stuff through the window, did you find anything more?
It's weird. I really haven't.
Hmm. Oh, what can you do? I guess. Um, got like a form or something I can fill out. Like
Yeah,
a formal
yeah,
request to track it. Maybe somebody's got it. They're using it for something. There's a reasonable explanation.
yeah. Well, the weird thing is, you're the lead detective on the investigation, so you'd think anybody that was checking it out would, if they needed it for something, that you'd be at the top of the list of people that'd know about it. It's weird.
It's weird, but you work here too. Is that the way things always go?
Yeah, and typically the later into the third shift we get, the weirder it tends to be. So,
People are people, right? What are we gonna do about it?
well, thanks again for making the Taco Bell run for me. I really appreciate it.
Oh,
If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna
nothing.
eat it while it's hot.
Please do. It's nothing to me. And Ron's just gonna turn and start kind of meandering his way back to.
You turn and get ready to head back to your cubby, and as you walk away from the evidence locker, you hear Bob, the clerk behind the window, humming.
Man, can I make a guess at what he's humming?
Oh, you're welcome to guess.
Is it "Don't Fear the Reaper"?
It might be.
Takes Ron a couple minutes when he recognizes the song, and he
Mhm.
looks back and he goes, "Hey, man, that's a good song."
Huh? What song?
I must have been hearing things. I thought you were humming "Don't Fear the Reaper."
Oh, dude. Well, I didn't think I was making any noise, but dude, I love Blue Oyster Cult. They're a classic band.
I don't really know much about the group, but that song in particular, I heard it a couple years ago driving at night to a crime scene or something. I don't know, but it's kind of stuck with me. It's just the way the guitar repeats over and over and that type of thing. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a real groove. It really is.
Well, I tell you, there's a radio show, Coast to Coast AM.
Out of here.
You catch it
Sorry, I'm
catch
yelling
it
at
on
my
the
dog.
catch, huh?
I'm sorry, I was yelling at my dog. I said get the fuck out of here, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm hot micing. So I just wanted you guys to know I wasn't saying that to you guys. I'm trying to feed the cats, and the dog is being a menace right
I know how that goes. But yeah,
now.
he says, yeah, man, it's for a band that is really only known for like 3 songs in, these days. Don't Fear the Reaper's freaking everywhere. Um, Coast to Coast AM on the late night talk radio stuff. One of their weekend hosts is crazy about it. He uses it as bumper music all the time.
Hmm, interesting.
And for those of you who might be listening at home, no, we are not in any way sponsored or affiliated by Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie. Little disclaimer.
Yeah, from that, Ron's just gonna make his way. There's not much more to be said here, so make his way back towards Caleb. But he's not in a rush. He's just kind of walking slowly. He's thinking. His mind
No,
isn't even on Caleb right now. He's just trying to think about like I cannot believe that fucking shit is not in there. I mean, I can believe it, but I also can't believe it. Damn it. Damn it.
yeah, but the fact that the night evidence clerk is singing the same song, if it's not ringing alarm bells, it should be.
Well, song is everywhere, so yeah, it rings alarm bells, but also there's
Maybe
starting
it's
to
a
become an
coincidence.
odd familiarity to it as well.
Yeah,
Song that, you know, before all this investigation and stuff started, Ron wouldn't even have fucking known the song or the group, but it has become near and dear to him in short time.
through that. Uh, well, oh my gosh, no. Okay, that is just nuts. Okay, I am going to take just a second here. I apologize. Of course, naturally, it quits. Tried to do something on my laptop here, and my mouse just started jumping all over the screen with me not even touching it. So, fun stuff. My laptop is possessed. All right. So, yeah, you make your way back to Caleb. Caleb, your dive down the rabbit hole after Miss Amanda has led you to unexpected places. Any thoughts? And oh yeah, by the way, Josh,
Yeah.
make a make a perception alertness roll. See if you notice Ron coming back before he gets back.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh
I
boy.
don't know if you're worried about hiding what you're doing from him, but
I am.
There's somebody walking down the
Uh.
hall. Don't fear the Reaper.
oh, is Ron humming it now too?
Yeah, I'm not joking. He is subconsciously humming the song as he's thinking and walking.
Okay, Josh.
Turn successes 4 if Caleb has Auspics on.
Oh, why would you have Auspex on sitting in the police station?
In case someone comes up behind me.
Okay, I'll allow it.
He
Take the
is
fourth success.
technically misappropriating police equipment.
Yeah, Um,
Misappropriating is such a strong word.
it's more
I
like
mean, you know,
misusing police resources. It's only misappropriating if he tries to leave with it. Anyway, um, Caleb,
Yeah?
you hear you hear someone walking down the hall towards the workstation you're sitting at, humming that song.
Oh, Caleb gets a knife out.
And then Ron comes around the corner. It's him humming the song. Does
Caleb
that make you feel
hastily
better
stows
or
the
worse?
knife. Hmm, makes me feel a certain way.
Ron may have seen you holding the knife and stow it, but he's gonna act like he didn't see anything. And he's gonna
Ron's a
walk
good
in and
friend.
he's gonna say, they don't have the photo album. I don't know how to explain because that should be something that's very tightly controlled, but
I
it's
think
not in
I know
evidence.
how to explain.
I have
I
my
mean,
own theories, but go ahead, Caleb.
I mean, we know that little shit can control minds. We know that little shit can walk about unseen. For all we know, he's watching us right now. Caleb looks around at that, realizing how much he's just tempted fate.
Yeah, fate is tempted, but your storyteller is not. Go on.
I
I
bet if
would
he
be
is
will-
around, he's too yellow to show his face.
I would be
Oh,
willing to bet
Ron wouldn't have said that.
that your that the good folk working the evidence locker on the overnight, not exactly iron of will. I could probably walk up to one of them and tell them I was Snuffleupagus, and with
They're
enough knowledge,
people.
they'd
That's not
believe me.
very fair. I just said it earlier. People are people. Although I didn't say it to you, I said it directly to the evidence guy. But come on, man. You know how weak they are.
Yes, I'm very aware.
Wow. Caleb,
Yeah?
it stands out to you. That may very well be the first time you have heard Ron refer to people as a they, as in not including himself among them.
Oh, good. He's learning. Look, Caleb's been on the I'm not human and I'm glad train since day one. Okay, so probably like day three. Day one was probably finding out all the ways you can accidentally expose yourself to vampire weaknesses. But
Okay. So, lacking the scrapbook, was there anything else that you wanted Caleb to look at on the case while you had him down here at the station?
No, the goal was just to kind of open the evidence up to him and see if his, occult knowledge and other knowledges that he has that Ron doesn't, if anything kind of stuck out or anything. But it seems like, you know, absent that photo album, maybe we're not really getting anywhere with this exercise.
Well, you do have digital records, photographs of all of the physical evidence.
Yeah.
You just can't pull up, can't reproduce the physical evidence of the scrapbook.
Right. Caleb doesn't want to read it on Kindle. He wants the book in his hands.
But at
well, there
least
was one.
letting him see the pictures might be beneficial.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'll at least do that and share that with him and say, well, this is the best I've got. I've got photos of the photo album. We can look through those, but fortunately, I can't produce the photo album physically, so this is the best we've got. And Ron will, begin showing him all the photos on the computer or whatever he's got.
Okay. So, contextually, for those who may have joined the show late or may not recall, the murder victims, the chain of murder victims that Ron has been investigating, are the Uber and taxi and limo drivers who are known to have been the last people to have seen a string of eerily similar looking blonde haired women at a relatively recent crime scene. The driver had been murdered, but in a slightly different fashion than the others. And among his belongings in his apartment, a photo album was found that included photos of all of the known victims in the disappearing case, plus 3 women that had not been reported missing. Caleb,
Yeah.
when you go sorting through the digital images of the pages of the photo album, you're clicking through, and yeah, all of these women bear a strong resemblance to one another. And you click past the fourth one in the book, one of the ones that hadn't been reported missing, and you kind of do a double take and click back to it, because the woman in the photo, who is bound up in some rather extreme bondage gear, is exactly the Amanda that you're looking for. But we're going to put a pin in that, and we'll come back to the two of you at the police station. Let's make the rounds and see how everybody else is doing.
You gonna leave us all tied up like that?
Yep. And I love the fact that you made a domination and bondage joke out of it. That was great.
Pun intended.
Oh, fully. All right. So, Eric,
Roar.
welcome back. Welcome on in. I'm glad you made it.
Me too.
So, after your meeting with the prince, you took Merrick and dropped him off at his place.
Yep.
What do you do after dropping Merrick off?
I'm gonna go find a bite to eat and go back to my house.
Okay.
But I'm gonna observe the house for a while before I go in. Make sure everything looks cool.
Seems reasonable. So let's do this. First of all, how much time are you going to spend hunting? Recognizing that it is a little after 1 a.m., you've got about 5 hours till sunrise.
Yeah, that's plenty of time. Maybe an hour.
Okay. What means of hunting do you intend to use? Are you just
Um, my usual hide and alley, pop them when they come out.
okay? So, quote unquote, casual mugging style.
Yeah, gonna mug them.
All right. Please
That
make
way they wake up,
a,
they go, "My head hurts," and
yeah.
yeah.
Please make a perception plus survival check. Do you have dots in herd?
No,
Okay, I didn't think so, but I wanted to double check.
3 successes.
3 successes, solid. You are in fact able to find a young man who has left one of the local bars and is well, he steps into the alley that you are occupying, appearing to be looking for some place to relieve himself before he goes walking the rest of the way home or to his car or wherever. You are able to clobber him over the head and feed from him. You gain 3 blood points, and you leave him with a hangover rather than a slit throat. And you head back to your house. Do you drive right up to the place? Do you
No.
park a little ways away? Tell me about your methods. What are you doing?
Okay, so I'm gonna park, like, a block away and kinda walk up, and I'm just gonna kinda creep into the neighbor's hedge and
Okay.
just kinda watch for, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour.
I would like you to make a perception plus alertness roll. Your difficulty here is going to be an 8.
Don't fuck up.
I'm glad for 5 dice.
Come on, man.
That is
Kyle got
0
this.
Me
successes.
too.
Oh no.
Double botch. That's impressive. So you park the truck block or so away. Slip up towards your place. You're watching parked cars on the street. You're watching the houses around yours. Watching for movement, watching for any signs of life. Get up into the neighbor's yard, kind of up between the houses. And this is kind of a nicer neighborhood. I mean, you know, mature trees, hedges instead of fences. You know, it's a nice, quiet little neighborhood. And you're kind of looking through the hedge, trying to scout out your own yard before you move on into the house. You've been watching pretty close, you thought. All of a sudden, you find yourself silhouetted in a spotlight from a car on the street.
Um, like the
This is
popos?
the Evergreen Police Department. Don't move.
Well, you know that's not happening.
Resisting.
Yeah, I'll, turn and dash into the bushes.
Fuck the police. The present company excluded.
I could have probably said, "Hey, man, I just live right there," but
Yeah, or you could eat some cops.
we're
Yeah,
not
but his
even
belly's
talking
already
that.
full, and pork products make him, give him indigestion.
Mhm. Yep.
All right, so the chase is on. You do you dive through the hedge, or do
No,
you
I'm just
just run
running.
around the neighbor's house?
I'm just running. I'm hauling ass.
All right. So the first thing that has to happen here, I need you to make a dexterity plus athletics roll.
Well, I'm glad
Oh,
you can
now we're
hear now,
talking.
that's for sure.
We should be talking. Why do I have such a fucking
Did you
horrible
just need
athletic?
to turn it up?
Skipping gym.
All that time in
You know,
torpor has left you. Yeah.
your skills are a little rusty. All right. So 3 successes. Not a bad start. Behind you, you hear the cop's car door open and then close, and you hear running feet coming behind you. But you make it around the corner of the house into the neighbor's backyard and out of the cop's sight before he gets all the way to the edge of the yard. He's still on the street when you round the corner. What's your next move? Are you I mean, you've got some leeway here. There's cover around. Are you looking to run? Are you looking to hide? Are you looking to jump the cop? He's probably already called for backup or he wouldn't be chasing you.
It was just one cop.
Only one right now.
I think I gotta eat him.
Huh?
I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide in the bushes and ambush him.
Are you sure that attacking the cop is the right thing to do?
Absolutely not.
Which is why you're going to do it. Okay, got it. All right. Then make a dexterity plus stealth roll for me.
Right thing to do. Wisest course of action.
Two successes.
2 successes. All right. Now comes the moment of truth. How observant is the cop?
Oh my god!
Jesus!
He's gonna dump his fucking
It's
clip
fucking
into me.
RoboCop, bro.
Boom, boom,
Got
boom,
Alex
You know-
boom,
Murphy
boom.
chasing you.
Five dice does not seem like that many. It really doesn't. It's the same die pool Eric rolled. But 1 die roll makes all the difference in the world. Eric's 2 successes against the officer's 5. The running footsteps stop suddenly, and the officer's flashlight illuminates your hiding place. You are staring directly into the barrel of a gun from about 7 yards away.
I'm surprised he
And
didn't
he
just
says,
shoot me.
well, he hasn't seen you with a weapon, so
Yeah.
shooting you would be unjustified at the moment.
Man,
says,
you don't know the
"Freeze.
cops, do you?
Freeze, mister.
Okay, man, you got me. Now what? I live
Step
across
out
the
of the
road,
bushes.
man.
Step out of the bushes, interlace your fingers behind your head, and start walking towards my car."
What if I don't do all that? Just let me go. I live across the street. No big deal, man. I just saw you and ran. I thought it would be funny.
You walk out to my car like I told you, and we'll sort out who you are and where you live. And if you're right, if you're telling me true, then I'll wish you a good evening and send you on your way. Right now, though, it looks like you're casing the place looking for a chance to break into one of these nice suburban homes, and I ain't having it.
Well, you know,
So
I'm
you
kind of paranoid, man. So I was just watching my house for a minute. That's all. Nothing wrong with that, right?
interlace your fingers behind your head, come out of the bush.
Okay, man, I can do that. I'll do it.
All right, so you lace your fingers behind your head, you step out of the bush towards him. He backs up as you step toward him, maintaining that distance between you and the weapon. And he says, "Now turn and walk towards the car."
I will
Slowly.
comply.
Okay.
Yeah, man. The man always trying to bust my balls, man. I'm just doing my thing. I don't know why you gotta like be such a fucking fascist pig, man.
They love it when you call him that.
Hey, I'm
Sir?
just kind of channeling my '60s hippie.
Oh yeah, you're right
Love
on the
the
money
police.
there. I
Personally.
love the authenticity. I mean, Eric is the oldest person at the table tonight. He vaguely remembers the 60s, I think.
No, I wasn't even born. I remembers the 60. Damn.
So, you walk slowly towards the police car. Now, he has left the car sitting in the street where it was. You are walking into the searchlight, which is still pointed down between the two houses, right?
Oh, shit.
You
Allegedly.
are you are almost to the curb, walking into that light. So you're basically blinded. I mean, you're kind of you got your head tilted down a little bit and your eyelids half closed to try to, keep from being just completely blinded by the glare. But you can hear him walking behind you. And then all of a sudden from behind you you hear a sound like a heavy smack
Oh,
and then a thud.
I spin around.
The cop is now sprawled on the ground at your feet. And the little boy that Ron and Caleb keep talking about is standing there in the spotlight saying, "Gosh, he had a gun pointed at you and everything, and you were just going along with it?" And he kind of leans in close and he lowers his voice theatrically and he says, "What the hell kind of vampires do they make in this century?"
What century did they make you in, man?
Oh,
Why would
and
why?
he actually holds up the fingers of both hands and he starts counting. Um this is supposed to be the 21st, right?
Yeah, man.
Um I always get confused. You add a century, you add 1 to the number of the year, you add 100 to the number, but and that tells you what century it is, or do you subtract 1? I can never remember. The whole Gregorian calendar thing, it's new,
You had one, so it's 2025, right? So
right?
this is the
So that makes
21st
this the
century.
21st century.
Yeah.
Okay, right, right. So then hey, wait a minute. I shouldn't tell you that, should I?
Why not, man?
And
I'm
he
cool.
looks at you and he smiles. So what do you want? Should we eat him? Do you want to steal his car and go for a joyride? Can I take his gun?
You wanna steal his car, man?
Well, want to may be a strange choice, but I mean, I don't think I hit him that hard. I don't think he's going to be asleep that long.
Well, I already ate tonight, man, so let's just put him in his car. His backup's coming, man, so
But you already
I don't
told
know,
him
what do
you
you
live
wanna do?
next door.
Ah, he won't remember. I said next
Oh,
door, I didn't say where, man. Come on, I'm not that dumb.
and he looks at you and he just raises an eyebrow. Okay.
I'm pretty dumb, a little
Um.
too intelligent.
So yeah, like I said, you say you're not that dumb, and he says okay with that raised eyebrow. And you know how if you're looking at a window while rain's falling on it,
Mhm.
you get a big splash of water and the car on the other side of the window passes out of sight, and it just gives that rippled look as the water runs down the window and the car moves out of sight. You kind of know what I mean?
Mhm. Yep, yep.
Yeah. There's kind of that almost that rippling effect, and the little shit's gone. Just ninja smoke. Like you was never even there.
Hey, man, I thought we were hanging out. What's going on?
And then you look around and you see police lights coming down the street.
Well, I am gonna go over to the cop. Hopefully his throat's not torn out. And I'm
No,
gonna
he's get make a perception alertness roll.
1 success.
He doesn't appear to be bleeding from anywhere, but he does have a pretty good sized goose egg coming up on the back of his head.
Uh, I'm gonna drag him over to the curb, kind of sit him up, kind of like rub on his back till he comes up, recovers.
All right. Do you pick his gun up off the lawn?
Mm,
Or do you leave it where it
I
fell?
I don't think we touched cop guns.
Good call. It is laying in the open in the pool of light from the searchlight. So you drag him over to the curb and you kind of prop him up, and you are trying to gently wake him up when the other cop pulls up.
Yeah.
You hear the car door open, and you hear another cop's voice say, "Ted? Ted, hey,
Hey,
what are you
man,
doing?"
your partner's
And
over here, man. He tripped on the curb. He bumped his head real hard, man.
at just that moment, the cop that had accosted you stirs and wakes up, and he's like, "Oh my god, what the hell happened?"
He tripped on the curb, man. Your light was like blinding us. I was kind of reckless for leaving it on, man.
And
Your
he
gun's over
kind of,
there. I didn't touch nothing, man.
"Oh my gosh, and he looks over at the other officer and he says, he looks back, sees his gun laying in the grass, sees you still here, looks over at the other cop and he says, "Holy cow, I don't remember falling, but God, my head hurts." But, you know, check this guy's ID and send him on his way, man. And uh, do you need paramedics? You know what? Let's get an ambulance out here and get you looked at just in case. All right, show me your ID, pal.
Okay, I show him my ID.
Guy looks at your ID, sees that it says you live in the house right next door, and he's like, "Oh, well, uh, Mr. Jensen, thanks for staying with Ted until help arrived. I appreciate your service to the community."
Yeah, man. I always try to help out the cops, man.
The cop with the bump on his head kind of looks up at you from the curb and rolls his eyes a little bit, but he doesn't say anything.
Keep doing a good job, guys. And I head for the basement.
All right. So that's the rest of Kyle's evening. Unless you've got something specific you want to do once you get inside.
Nope, I'm gonna lock my security door and crawl in my casket.
Wait, you actually sleep in a casket?
I'm a fucking fan of old 60s vampire movies, man. It's comfortable. It's got like a memory foam mattress and surround sound speakers and stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. I love it.
Nothing personal, but if this gets out at Elysium, Caleb doesn't know who you are.
True story. Okay. So, Merrick,
Yes, sir.
Frankie, now you posted in chat this week that after Kyle dropped you off at the Winnebago, you loaded up the bike and relocated the Winnebago to a different campground. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I wasn't sure how much time I would have left after doing that.
Well, by the time you get, the electrical disconnected and everything, hooked, stored up so you can drive, and getting the bike loaded and secured on the camper is no trivial matter either. Um, even with your great strength, it is still kind of a chore. Just one of those things that you need one more hand than what you
Yeah.
actually have. But you are able to get all that done in about an hour and a half, and you're ready to hit the road. So probably 2:30 or so. Got about 3.5, maybe 4 hours until sunrise.
Is Walmart open?
No, sadly, the days of the 24-hour Walmart seem to be pretty well past.
Man, I thought this was a pre-COVID game.
Oh no.
You're not in the South.
All right, I guess is there Dick's Sporting Goods between me and where I'm going? I plan on
Um,
breaking in.
you plan on getting in, huh? All right.
Yeah.
You know, um, roll percentile dice for me. High or low?
Oh shit. Let me grab my dice box here.
What's the matter?
I'll
You
go
want
high.
us to roll 20 tonight?
I'm used to. I guess I could just type in roll a D100,
Well,
right?
just use the handy dice tool over on the toolbar on the left-hand side of the screen, and
Yeah,
D100 is one of the options.
Oh, okay. You want me to select high or low before I roll?
Please.
Well, okay, ignore that because I thought I had to select how many die. Okay, so I will go high and click it now. Nope, it's low.
I apologize. You do not pass a Dick's Sporting Goods on your way to, a Dick's Academy, whichever.
So no sporting goods stores whatsoever in Denver,
Well,
Colorado. That's what I want to understand. I said Dick's, but
that's not what I said. You asked if there was one on your way,
okay, so
and
I
you
got to go out of
specifically
my
asked
way.
about a Dick's.
Okay.
The
Yeah, I want
nearest
a sports outlet.
the nearest sporting goods place to your path of travel is a Cabela's.
Okay.
It is a very large store. What are you looking for at the sporting goods store at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Baseball bats, preferably wood.
Baseball bats. Well, is it worth committing a felony to acquire a baseball bat? Or can you just wait until sundown tomorrow?
Oh, I could.
But you are notoriously impatient.
Correct.
So be it.
Be the voice of Caleb in Merrick's head. What is the utility of a baseball bat over the hatchets?
I have Kraft, Dotson Kraft, and I plan on making some really nice steaks.
I was
But
expecting
Caleb
that to
doesn't
end
know
with a
that.
nail bat.
That's actually a good idea. I
Well,
plan on doing that too. Would that
all
do
right.
lethal or bashing?
Let's solve one problem at a time, can we? Um,
I'll dig out my copy of Dark Ages for the answer to that.
yeah, I don't need the book. It's fine. Um, so,
Kidding. Sorry.
Merrick, where do you park the Winnebago?
Yeah, a couple blocks away.
Okay. Now the Cabela's is actually located on a large patch of land adjacent to the interstate,
Oh, nice.
right by one of the big interchanges.
Cool. Is there like an underpass I can pull into?
There is. You can absolutely park the vehicle under one of the overpasses, get it kind of out of sight. I mean, passing traffic on the freeway will obviously see it, but nobody at the Cabela's is likely to associate it with anything going on at the store for sure. So, how are you approaching the building? Are you going fast? Are you going slow? Are you trying to sneak and stay out of sight, or are you just
Yeah,
walking up
so
big
I'm
and proud?
trying to be kind of stealthy approaching the building, trying to stay in the darkness, like out of the parking lot lights as best I
All
can.
right. So,
I my Winnebago was there, so I've swapped into a hoodie and I've got a bandana tied around my face.
okay. Well, let's go ahead and get two rolls from you as you approach the store.
Okay.
First roll is a dexterity plus stealth roll.
All right. One, two, three, four successes.
Pretty good. All right. Yeah, you are able to fairly easily avoid the pools of light around the street, the parking lot lights. Second roll is a perception plus alertness roll.
Okay. That is one
Only
success.
one success there. But still, it is a success. It counts. As you approach the building, you notice that the lights inside the building are still on,
Oh, they're already
despite
open.
it being 3 o'clock in the morning. And through the windows, you see movement inside.
Door locked though.
Well, you get to the door, and yes, you do find that the doors are locked. It is a very large building. There are likely multiple entrances, but the first set of doors you find is locked. Do you go looking for an unlocked door? Or do you just let yourself in?
The movement, like they're way off in the store. Like if I knocked on the door, nobody's gonna come to it.
Well, you only had one success on the perception roll. You saw people moving around inside the store, but you don't know where they are once you get to the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk around the store and see if I can find like maybe like the smokers leave one of the doors unlocked for them to get
Okay.
in.
Yeah. You make it most of the way around this place, and it takes a little while. The the exterior of this building, the perimeter,
Yeah, it's huge.
God, it's enormous. Counting the loading dock area, this building's to walk the perimeter, it's probably a mile around the
I
place.
love going to Cabela's, by the way, so I know how
Oh
big they
God,
are.
isn't it great? For again, mentioning Cabela's, we are not affiliated or supported by Cabela's in any way, but we, the players and storyteller for this game, we support Cabela's. Great store.
Absolutely.
But yeah, you make your way around and you finally find an unlocked door back by the loading bays. There is a semi truck backed up to one of the loading docks. And I mean, it's backed up hard against the dock. And you can see light coming from around it. You can hear people moving around. It's obvious they're obviously working unloading the truck. And there is a walk-through door that is propped open.
Mhm. I'm gonna walk up
But
to the door, take a peek in, see what I see. How many people there are? Are they paying
okay,
attention?
there are there are four people within easy view of where you can peek through the door. They are moving freight off of the truck, and it's freight coming out of the back of the truck on a portable conveyor, and being sorted and loaded onto hand carts to carry out through the store. And more people coming and going from the loading bay back out to the sales floor as the work gets done. You see a dozen people. If you watch for just 10 minutes, you'll see a dozen people total.
Okay, I am
They're not
going to, and I would accept a higher difficulty roll for this, but I'm gonna try to slip in while they're.
okay. Now, are you going to try to go unnoticed, or are you going to try to blend in like you belong there somehow?
I don't want to call attention to myself, so I'm gonna look. Are they in uniforms? Are they wearing like vests or whatever?
Nope. Crew working at night. They are wearing jeans, slacks, khakis. You see one guy wearing cargo shorts. They're wearing t-shirts. The one thing that does stand out to you is they do all have a lanyard with a picture ID and a barcode on it.
Uh, I have stated in the past that Merrick has cigarettes. So I'm going to just open the door and flick a cigarette back out behind me and just walk into the store like I belong there. Maybe I work in a different department. Hood's still up. I'll have the mask lowered, but I want the hood sitting low enough that if there's cameras up high, it can't make my face out.
Okay, I see where you're
So if
going.
that's a
All right,
performance role or however you want to do that, I can do
this is gonna be a really weird one. I want you to make a charisma plus larceny roll,
1, 2, 3, 4
and you've got four
successes.
successes. That's amazing. All right, yeah. You flick your cigarette back behind you as you go in the door. You mosey in. One of the people over by the conveyor says, "Hey man, how you doing?"
I just kind of give him the head nod as I'm walking and cough, and then I'm gonna make my way out onto the sales floor. I'm gonna find a duffel bag, and I want to load as many wooden baseball bats into it as I can possibly.
Okay. Um, we'll come back to you for the rest of your shopping trip in a moment. Noriko, Will, are you with me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
All right. So here we all are again. Well, it is my understanding from your role play the last couple of weeks that Noriko is, I guess you could say she's living at a heightened state of alertness at the moment. One might almost say that she's gotten a little bit paranoid. Would that be a fair assessment?
Sure, rightly so, yeah.
Okay. So, you've made it clear that you're in the process of moving havens.
Yeah. I didn't actually pick the new hotel, but that's what's happening.
Yeah. For the purposes of what we're doing tonight, the specifics of the hotel aren't really that germane. Suffice to say, you've got a hotel that you go back to instead of going back to the condo that you've been in. Because, well, you've had movers that you've already hired to start packing things up at the condo. So you go back to the new hotel. I would like you to make a perception plus alertness roll for me.
Okay. I think that's 5 dice. Perception. 4 dice.
2 successes. That's pretty good. All right. So with your 2 successes, now this is taking place. You are on your way back to the hotel directly after having the encounter with Don Alonzo on the street outside the Red Room, right? Or did you go with the guys to see the prince?
No, we all went to the print because remember I was the one that brought up the whole Alonso thing.
That's right. You went with the guys to see the prince. So you're going back to the hotel from meeting the prince.
Right.
Okay. As you get on the bike and pull out of your parking place, about a half a block behind you, you notice a vehicle turn on its headlights and pull out onto the street behind you. That by itself is indicative of nothing. You drive 2 blocks and you make a left turn. And by the time you get to the next intersection, you notice that the vehicle that was behind you has made that same left turn and is behind you again.
Gotcha. He's gonna start making a circuitous route and try and lose him, but not obviously. He's gonna try and do it subtly, like as if it just happened by chance. Like she'll maybe accidentally run a red light or something like that.
Okay.
It looks mishap,
So
chance, but
a right turn here, a left turn there, 2 right turns in a row, and then a left. You know. So go ahead and give me a dexterity plus drive roll.
7 dice.
Oh, that's not very good.
Oops, sorry. Ignore the d6. I was rolling d6s there.
Oh, honestly, that's still not very good. 2 successes on 6 dice is not great.
It's 3 actually, because the one before
Oh.
that is also 6.
Gotcha. Okay. So 3 successes on 7 dice is a little better. Okay. I feel better. Let's see. But it's not good enough. All right. Um, So, you go for probably the better part of 2 miles through downtown Denver. Now, of course, it's 1:30 in the morning or so. The bars and nightclubs are still open. This vehicle stays behind you. It doesn't get any closer, but under the lights, you are finally able to get a good idea of what kind of vehicle it is.
Well, once I've
It's a
gathered that information, go ahead.
it's a pickup truck.
Oh, it's not.
It's a it's a black pickup truck, and it is a new model,
Oh, okay.
probably a 2020 or newer.
Not the truck that Hank was driving, right?
No, definitely not the truck that Hank was driving.
Okay. All right. Well, subtlety did not work, so I'm gonna get on the highway and just I'm on the H2. Forget about it. 200 miles an hour later.
Yeah, all right. So go ahead and make that dexterity plus drive roll for me again. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes this time. Yeah, you get up on the highway, you just open up the throttle and disappear. You don't care who they are or how good they might be at following you. Running that fast, that truck ain't keeping up, and they're going to lose sight of you in an instant.
I think what I'll
Yeah.
do is probably just follow that right to Boulder and end up staying in Boulder.
Okay.
If the
So you get up the road to Boulder.
hotel has any rooms, I will go there.
It doesn't take much to find a hotel that's got a place to stay. I mean, you can even find a place that's actually, nice place. Hilton property some kind. Label doesn't matter. But Noriko is kind of status conscious and, has a budget.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get checked into a hotel. You leave instructions at the desk that you are not to be disturbed and you'll be checking out sometime tomorrow evening. It costs a little extra to stay that late in the day. You really don't care. They guarantee you, though, you will not be disturbed. But if you need anything at all, just call down to the desk and we'll take care of it.
Sounds good. We'll go up and just probably lay down in the bed and meditate on the
Hold on.
goal. Okay,
Hold
go ahead.
on. The clerk at the desk hands you your keys. And you turn to walk towards the elevator to go to your room.
He's going to start humming.
That would be just silly now, wouldn't it? Random hotel outside the city of Denver. Yeah, no, that would just be silly, Frankie. Don't do that.
Joking.
No. The thing that catches your attention is that the door into the lobby opens and a man walks in. He looks you up and down, but you don't think he's checking you out. Well, not that way. Do you choose to interact with him, or do you go to the elevator?
Can I get a little bit more? Where does he look like? You know, this deal. Can I
He-
use prospects and read his aura, please?
yes, yes, you can. All right, so detailed appearance information first. He
Not
is
really to me.
he is of course a mixed race male, 6 feet or so tall, trim, well dressed, expensive jeans, expensive jacket. When he sees you looking at him, he smiles at you. Go ahead and make your perception plus empathy roll.
Okay.
One success. That's not enough to get a good. It's not enough to get any kind of real read on his emotional state, but it is enough to tell you immediately that the colors in his aura are very bright and very vibrant. Unnaturally so.
And that means
You think it means he might be a werewolf.
uh, very well. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna turn to the elevator and
Yeah.
sort of play it off as if, good luck buddy kind of scenario, as if he was like trying to flirt with me.
He goes to the desk and begins the process of attempting to rent a room. Do you get on the elevator when it arrives?
Yes.
Okay. The elevator
And I
is out of
immediately,
sight of the front desk.
I'm sorry.
I say the elevator is out of sight of the front desk.
Well, I immediately pressed the close door button
Okay.
and I go
Yeah,
up.
you can plainly hear that he is still at the front desk talking to the clerk when the elevator door closes.
That's great.
Okay. You
Oh,
go up to the floor that your room is on, which is the 7th floor for the sake of argument.
okay. Is there more than one elevator?
There the building is laid out on a north-south axis. There is one bank of elevators with a total of 4 elevators, but it is located at the center of the building.
See.
There is a stairwell beside the elevators and a stairwell at either end of the building as well.
He's going to spend a blood point for celerity and run. Are there cameras here or no? In the hall?
There are cameras in the hallways.
Okay, never mind that plan. She's going to walk calmly to the stairwell at the far end of the building and go
Okay.
down and out and get on her bike and drive away.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to a different hotel and I'll drive to like Longmont and like go to like a CD hotel or something.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because that way, if they're trying to
Taking pains.
project where I would go based on my status and my money, then they'll be wrong. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Oh, absolutely.
There's,
Now,
there's a,
I
a
need.
CD hotel here called the Lamplighter, and it's that bad, and that's where
Oh
she's going.
wow.
It's like
Okay.
$40 a night.
So I need 2 things.
uh,
First of all, Josh,
Josh.
Josh, are you
I
with me?
live. Yeah, just had a
I need
coughing
you.
fit.
I need you to project your Captain Facepalm energy towards Will.
Oh, don't worry. I already am.
Will, please make a perception plus alertness roll. Three successes. All right.
Nice.
Josh, you have failed me for the last time. All right.
I understand.
Will, you arrive in Longmont. You find a crappy hotel by the interstate. You can park the bike behind the building out of sight. You rent a room. You pay for 2 nights. And you tell them you are absolutely not to be disturbed. You tip the guy at the desk $100 bill to make sure that you are not disturbed, with the understanding that when you leave, if you have not been disturbed, he will receive another $100 bill.
Sounds like a fair plan.
Best way to ensure compliance? Pay for it.
Absolutely.
You go to this hotel room. You lock yourself in. You look at the curtains where they face east and realize that these curtains are not blackout curtains. When daylight comes, this room is going to be very bright.
She's gonna
But
take the bedding and
take the bedding,
put up
go into the
cover it.
bathroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go into the bathroom and like in the tub, whatever. And I didn't.
All right. By the time you have done all of this, it is coming up on 4 o'clock in the morning. Sunrise maybe hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours away at most. You are a little shaken up, but you believe you are safe. Or at least safer. And you retire for the night. So let's cut back over to Ron and Caleb at the police station.
I don't know if you saw JD, but Nick had to drop.
Oh, no, I did not. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's not. He tried to tough it out, but he's just not feeling
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to cut the crap and get Caleb on about his business without making Ron miss too much that's important.
I mean, quick question about the person I did, the person whose license I did find while looking for Amanda. Did
Uh-huh.
she have the same address that I have? Like the one
No,
I've already visited?
oddly enough, the address of record on the driver's license is not the address that you have.
Well, it sounds like I've got a next stage of my investigation.
All right.
I should probably call Karina and update her. She'll want to know this.
Do you want to call her? Or do you want to go check in person? Because there are some phone calls that probably shouldn't be phone calls.
Right, yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Um. All right. So you take your leave of Ron without telling him what you have discovered,
Yep.
and you head to meet um Karina. Guys, I apologize. I need to step away for just a moment.
Okay. Bio break.
Um, let's take a 5-minute bio break and be right back.
Hell yeah.
We are back.
Hello, everybody. All right. So, Caleb, Josh.
Yeah.
Okay. You arrive outside the chantry with a
Mhm.
whole pile of information to share with your sire.
Yep.
When you pull up in front of the building, though, there are 3 unfamiliar cars parked on the street in front of the chantry.
Don't like this.
Do you not? Hmm.
What time is it roughly? Like,
2:30 in the morning, thereabouts.
so I've got time to pull off that little ritual if I decide maybe I want to play this a little smart.
Well, not having any idea what's actually going on inside the building, arming up might not be a terrible idea, but
Not that
being wrong
ritual.
about what's going on? Or which
Donning
ritual
the
are you referring to?
donning the mask of shadows.
Oh, different ritual. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, no, no. I'm not going in there with the fucking green flame knife.
I mean, it didn't seem like an entirely, unwise thing to do.
I don't like you saying that.
Well, I mean, an abundance of caution serves you well. Um, we live in hazardous times, after all. But you do certainly have the time to cast the Donning the Mask of Shadows.
Yep. Yeah, I actually gotta step away. Sorry for making something. Sorry.
That's okay.
Maybe.
Let's cut back to Merrick while Caleb is AFK. Frankie,
Yep.
you go prowling through this well-lit Cabela's where the night replenishment crew is working hard to unload truck and put things neatly away and refill empty shelves for the benefit of hard working American customers.
Yep.
In the section devoted to team sports like baseball, you are able to find a branded duffel bag for one of the quote unquote local college teams. Less conspicuous than, say, NFL gear or whatever.
Yeah.
You are able to stuff 8 wooden baseball bats into this large duffel bag.
Heck.
Please make a dexterity plus stealth roll for me.
5 successes.
That's really impressive. Frankie, can you speak up, please?
I said 5 successes.
Yeah, 5 successes. There you go.
Sorry,
Alright.
my mic stand fell, so my mic's sitting in a weird place right now. I don't have to strap it back to my desk.
I'm with you. All right. So, yeah, You have just finished putting the last baseball bat into the bag when you spot a guy in a black security baseball cap talking to a member of the replin crew who points kind of in your direction, and you are able to duck out of sight just before they turn to face you. And you hear footsteps as the security man begins coming your direction.
So
With
am I
5
in
successes,
I was going to say, am I like in aisles? Because if I hear him coming up that aisle, I can walk the opposite direction down the one beside.
well, this is a truly cavernous building. There are racks of uniforms at all kinds of angles. There are very few straight lines once you are off the tile. So you are able to duck down between, racks of uniforms and equipment and things and be out of sight completely. I mean, with 5 successes on that roll, you could sneak towards that guy and he would pass you going the other way looking for you.
I live.
Yep. Instead of going out that back way I came, I would like to try and cut through the store to the front doors that I found that
Okay.
were locked. I'm gonna unlock them, and because I'm guessing that they're the sliding doors. And Frankie knows this, being the maintenance tech that works on those doors. Uh, they just slide open if they're unlocked. You can
Well,
unslide them by hand.
they do just slide freely, but what you discover when you get to the front of the building is that all of these doors require a key to unlock.
Oh, not thumb latched on that side.
Now, you do see signs for fire exits in several places along the front of the building, seeming to point directly out the front of the building. So there are fire exit doors that just have simple kick bars, but they are all marked with signs that say "alarm, caution, alarm will sound if door is opened."
Can I try to tamper with the alarm?
How many dots of larceny do you have?
None.
No. How many dots of technology do you have?
One.
I will allow it as a technology roll, but it is going to be very high difficulty.
Okay.
Please roll intelligence plus technology, and your difficulty is going to be a 9 to avoid setting the alarm off.
Well, this is impossible, so getting ready to spend a dot in celerity.
I cannot hear you at all, sir. I'm sorry.
That's one success.
Congratulations. One success is enough. You are able, using a trick you saw on an old rerun of MacGyver, you are able to take the foil wrapper off of a stick of chewing gum, stick it over the magnetic contact, and spoof the alarm sensor on the door long enough for the door to open and close behind you without the alarm going off. The door closes behind you. All is silent.
Yeah,
You
I'm just
breathe
gonna.
a sigh of relief and begin moving away from the front of the building.
Yeah, and I'm gonna whistle "Don't Fear the Reaper" as I make my way back to the Winnebago.
All right. At least it's not veteran of the psychic wars. It's fine.
Just trying to stay thematic here, JD.
Oh, I know. I know.
And
Go
then
ahead
the
and give me
rest, one more stealth roll.
one more stealth roll.
1, 2, 3
Three successes.
successes.
Easy peasy. You make it back to the Winnebago, you fire it up, and you head on up to your new campsite.
Amazing. Like I said, if I got time, I want to break these things in half, carve them into some steaks, and then they got that nice pommel for shoving. That's why I wanted
Oh,
bats.
yeah. It's going to be a project that's going to take you a while. You're probably not going to have time to do that before sunrise.
All right. Well, then I just toss it on the bench, and I'll go get ready for bed. After texting Caleb the new location, in case he wants to still stay with me. I don't know whether or not he does, but I let him know where we're at now.
All right. Josh, are you back?
Yeah, I text Caleb while he's invisible, so his phone goes off.
I am.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you, Frankie. Hey, Josh.
Drop that in whatever you'd like.
Yeah.
I will. Hey, Josh.
Every time I answer this, I regret it.
Well, not every time. I mean, once upon a time, a few months ago, I said, hey, Josh, do you want to play vampire? You haven't regretted that yet, have you?
No,
Anyway,
somehow I haven't. Anyway,
go ahead and make your roll to activate your ritual, please.
Yep.
Let's see how effective this is.
four successes. Jesus
Very
Christ,
nice.
that's a bad roll.
My goodness. Are you sure about that difficulty?
Yeah, it's 2 plus the level of the ritual.
Oh, well, hot dog, you are in business.
Yeah, that's why it's a not great roll, but it gives me 4 hours of mass. I probably don't full 4. And gonna creep into the chantry. Auspics on, just to.
Okay. So, good news. You are creeping into a structure with which you are intimately familiar. You have your hand on the door, which you have very quietly unlocked. You step inside, and you creep down the entryway. Door being closed and locked behind you as quietly as you can manage. Go ahead and make that dexterity plus stealth roll for me to see how quietly you can close the door and lock it.
Do I have dots in stealth?
I don't think
Oh,
so, but go
damn.
ahead.
I do. I have 2
Do
of
you?
them.
Wow. Max and Shelley were a good influence.
3 successes.
Very nice. So yeah, the door swings closed on soundless hinges. You have the knob turned so that it does not click when it swings closed. You release the knob gently. The entire process is as quiet as you can make it. Turning the deadbolt is the loudest sound it makes, and that is just a barely audible click. You make your way down the entry hall. To your right, the living room is empty. The lights are off. The mostly unused kitchen is dark and silent as well. You do not hear anything coming from upstairs. But you think you hear something coming from downstairs in the cellar. Make a perception plus alertness roll.
Standard difficulty?
Well, you did specify that you have auspex on.
Yep. So standard -2.
Correct.
5
My
successes.
God, that's a lot of successes. Okay. You are at the top of the stairs leading down to the basement. You are listening intently, your heightened senses keen for any hint of danger. You are focused. Your hearing at this moment is so sharp, so dialed in, you can practically see what you are hearing, despite there being a solid stone floor between you and it. Downstairs, through the closed door at the foot of the steps, you can hear the voices of 7 women chanting. It has a sonorous, occult tone to it.
Holy shit.
The language, you're not sure. It's not Latin, it's not Greek, it's not Aramaic. Maybe. What other languages do you speak, Josh? Remind me.
And that would be relevant. He speaks like
Big
Sumerian,
Latin.
I think. Sumerian, Latin, and Mandarin Chinese, as well as English.
Okay. Um, you know, some of the sibilance is a little off, but it might be Sumerian. You can't quite make out the words. You are hugging the wall, your shadowy form all but invisible in the darkness. You are straining to hear. When suddenly, you hear Maximilian's voice. What are we looking for? He is standing right behind you.
It's a good thing vampires can't wet themselves.
Make a wits roll. Difficulty 8.
How's my wits? Not great.
It's not bad.
What
2
the
successes. Congratulations, you don't scream. You think about it really hard for a heartbeat. Well, somebody else's heartbeat, yours doesn't.
fuck? I think because he manages to keep his wits about him, he turns to Maximilian. They were unfamiliar people at the Chantry. I didn't know if we were compromised or what was going on.
He gives a low, gravelly chuckle, and he says, no, it's just the knitting circle.
Well,
It's been a little while since they've gotten together.
I thought Karina and I were the only Tremere in the city.
I didn't say they were from here, did I? I also didn't say they were Tremere.
No, I assumed because of the chanting. Caleb shakes his head. I have
It's not an
information.
it's not an unreasonable assumption. But how long can you hold that shadow figure?
Until
They should be done in
dawn.
an hour.
Well, if I don't need it, though, Caleb shrugs.
It's best that you stay hidden. They're not allowed to see me either.
Oh. The first time Caleb feels some kinship with Maximilian.
Right? It does kind of leave you wondering. First of all, how did he sneak up on you? But second, how did he see you? But these are questions for later. He suggests that you wait in the living room and stay kind of out of the doorway. And sure enough, about an hour later,
Hold up.
huh?
The living room, I will have a view of the people as they go past, right?
Correct.
Okay. Just clarify, because I definitely want that.
Yeah, the living room opens into the entryway.
Okay.
In order to exit the house, they have to walk past that doorway. So, sure enough, about an hour later, the chanting in the basement comes to a thematic climax. You hear Karina's voice rise in triumph. Again, can't quite make out what she's saying. And just a couple of minutes later, you hear the basement door open and footsteps on the stairs. You wait patiently just a few moments more and watch as Karina, wearing a white silk robe belted at the waist, and very possibly nothing else, she is barefooted. She leads a group of 6 women who are similarly attired to the door. At the door, she stops. The women all exchange hugs and farewells and begin filing out.
Quick question about these women.
Uh huh.
Any unifying physical descriptors?
Oh, you mean, are they all blonde haired, blue eyed, and 30 ish? Yes, as a matter of fact, they are. Nearly all of them look enough like Karina to be her sisters. But as they say their farewells, they head outside and begin heading to their cars. You move so that you can see the doorway from your position, and you watch as the last of the women to leave stops at the threshold, turns back to Karina, and says very quietly so that the other women cannot hear, which is no challenge to you because you have heightened senses on. She says, "Is there any word from Amanda? I was expecting to see her tonight." To which Karina simply says, "Well, since she has volunteered to step up into a higher position of authority within the pyramid, Amanda now has other duties that occasionally conflict with our regular gatherings. I will be sure, Abigail, to tell her that you asked after her. Well, are you sure you can't come with us? Allison and Alicia said they wanted to get coffee when we left. She says, no, unfortunately, I cannot. I have duties that I must attend to. But you girls go, have a good time, find some young man to infuriate and flirt with, and have a good evening. I'll uh, I'll be around next month to see you. And this woman, Ashley, yeah. So you have now heard 4 names: Amanda, whom you've met, the woman asking after her, Ashley, plus Allison and Abigail.
Wasn't there an Alicia in there too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, she turns and goes after wishing Karina a good night and see you next month on the new moon, right? That's right.
Caleb is putting that in his phone calendar.
The door closes. You hear the bolt click. Karina walks past the door into the living room and does not notice you.
Caleb will let her go past. He doesn't want to spook her.
Okay. She may you watch out the living room windows as the headlights come on each of the 3 cars, and the 6 women pull away from the chantry and drive off into the night. You hear Karina's footsteps on the stairs, and the silence of the house is shattered as Maximilian just falls out laughing. Karina rushes back to the living room where Maximilian has literally slumped down to the floor and is slapping his knees in mirth. You're reasonably confident that if he were human, he would be crying. He is laughing so hard. He rushes to him. Maximilian, what is wrong? What's the matter? He's laughing so hard he cannot answer. Do you make your presence known?
Caleb drops the mask. I suspect it's me.
He does not scream.
And
She
we know her
turns.
wit score.
She turns to face you with a look of utter shock on her face. Caleb, what are you doing here?
I came by to report some stuff about Amanda. I saw unfamiliar. He explains the situation basically. Like I
Sure.
saw
Yeah, you
cars.
recap what you have seen and heard, and oh my god, what's going on?
He leaves it at, and Max told me that your guests would not take my presence well, so I left the mask on.
I see. That was well considered, both of you.
I had intended to merely follow you afterwards to avoid startling you, and well, apparently this amuses Maximilian.
Yeah. You don't make that mistake this time. Well done. Maximilian, makes a gesture that looks an awful lot like wiping tears from his eyes. Stands and says, "Okay, that was fantastic. I needed that. Thank you both. I'm going to go make a patrol lap, and I'll be back." And he makes his way up the stairs, leaving you alone in the living room with your sire. Caleb, you don't know what's been going on in the basement for the last hour or two. But what you do know is that she looks more alive than you have ever seen her. There is a almost a mortal flush to her cheeks. Her eyes are bright. Her normally reserved expression is warm. The only time you've seen her this animated was the night she accompanied Booth to the Red Note for the show. And she said, "So, tell me what you've learned about Amanda."
Among other things, she's operating under an assumed name. I, meh, my contact in the police department, Detective Green, left me in his cubicle for some time, and I searched her name and got a match. License plate, everything. Opens his phone and shows her a picture of the screen. If Ron's not
Interesting.
okay with that, just say something, Nick. Yeah, I guess Ron's fine with it.
She shakes her head and says, "Well, I cannot fault your initiative, though I might wish you had used less official channels."
Oh, I was there, aiding him on the missing persons cases, which actually he scrolls to the other picture he took of the police images. This is one of the images from a scrapbook found at one of the murder scenes. I believe one that showed, what was it? Signs of the use of what is that gangrel discipline?
Protean,
That's the one.
that is alarming.
Yes,
Um,
because that's her.
did you print off the picture of the picture?
No, no. Caleb took a cell phone photo of the picture.
Okay, you show it to her.
Yeah.
Her eyes widen, and she gets this extremely panicky look on her face. Your friend Detective Green, his case that he's been investigating, the murders and disappearances, how close is he? What do you know of the suspect?
I know that he's about 4'8". Appears to be 10 years old. Is likely Kurt's sire. Has high levels of obfuscate and is just a real dick.
He turns away from you and begins to pace.
I've only seen him once, but apparently the others have seen him more than once.
about to correct you, and I was like, "Oh wait, Caleb got his brain wiped."
Caleb does not remember the second or third time he saw Ian.
Right? Turns and she looks to you.
Oh, one more thing.
Hmm?
He's a Diablerist.
Okay. Josh, above the board, I want you to take what is about to happen and run with it in any direction you see fit based on your relationship with your sire, okay?
I'm excited.
Hi, Bubbles. No, you can't come keep me company. Go see Zane. So she turns to face you. The dim light from the street lights outside silhouette her figure. Her chest heaves. A blood tear trickles down her cheek. She rushes across the room to you, takes hold of your lapels of your jacket, and looks into your eyes, and she says, "Caleb, you have to help. You have to help me. You have to protect me. He's coming for me. If he's taken,
Why?
if this scrapbook that you saw, it had pictures of the other women that had disappeared.
Yes. The scrapbook
How many?
itself has disappeared from the evidence locker, though.
Oh gods, no! How many women were in the scrapbook, Caleb?"
6.
She clasps her hand over her mouth. I mean, just this audible gasp of horror. And then you elaborate that the scrapbook itself has disappeared from the evidence lockup. Oh. The creature, I, until you described him to me, I wasn't sure. The creature that is committing these crimes has pursued me across 3 continents. He has been chasing me for 2.5 centuries, Caleb.
Why? Why am I asking why? He's Cavian. They don't have why.
Oh, he has a why.
What?
The last time I came face to face with him, he told me why. I remind him of his mother.
I can. Maybe it'll be hard. He's strong.
Incredibly.
Fortunately, I know someone reckless enough that that won't stop him from trying. And then
Oh, so now Karina needs the lousy impulsive SOB.
I'll find a way to. I'll start preparing now. Do you have access to any rituals that might help? Over the table, there's one Caleb. There's one I'm fishing for, but I don't know if Caleb knows about it.
Which one would that be?
Oh, let me find it, but it's the steak one.
Oh. The Shaft of Belated Quiescence.
That's the one.
Yeah, I love
I,
that one. Remind me, is that a level 2 or a level 3?
level 3.
That's what I thought. Hey, it's within reach. Um,
Showing Merrick this power can only end well.
oh, honestly, it's fantastic. I love it. I'm crazy about it. Um, he looks at you and she says, Caleb, you have to understand this creature, whatever name he is using, he is he is heart-stoppingly dangerous.
Yes, I've only seen him briefly, but that is the impression I got. I'll work through proxies.
Excellent. That is that is likely for the best. Hmm. The group of women that you just saw leaving here are a and she takes a moment and she kind of collects herself. She wipes the tears away. She she kind of looks down and realizes that her robe is gapped open a little more than her personal sense of propriety would necessarily allow, and she kind of tightens it up a little bit. Uh, and she says,
Dave?
Dave?
"Can you hear me now?"
Yes.
Yeah, we were at she
Robert.
says, and I thought it was a dramatic pause, and then I'm like, this is a really long dramatic pause.
You know, it really was. She says, the Sisters of the All-Seeing Eye were essentially my first creation when I came to Denver. They are, well, they are essentially a sorority devoted to the occult, but she makes air quotes around the occult. I recruited from a number of local schools and colleges, and with my guidance, I saw to it that many of them achieved success in business in their own right, or that they married well and maintained a strong influence over their romantic partners. In return, they provide me with information about things going on in the city, government initiatives, even at the neighborhood level, committees and neighborhood watches, and the kind of information gathering that in many cities only the Nosferatu are capable of. But over the past year, 5 of my girls had disappeared. If Amanda's picture was in that book with the others, that means she was taken and then released and came back to me. That
I can
monster, that monster may know where the chantry is. He may know how to get inside. She
what
looks
could
at
be
you. There is terror in her eyes. I have a plan in place to relocate the Chantry. And with this new information, I am going to put it into effect immediately. It is too close to sunrise to act on it tonight. But at sunset, Maximilian and I will begin the process. She looks at you and she says, I will be in touch. You need to get away from here now. You need to move quickly. Find your coterie. Stick together. Use them in whatever means by whatever means you need to do. Promise them anything you want, but enlist their aid. This monster must be stopped.
I understand.
Caleb, she grabs your hand and she clasps your hand between her two hands. She looks deep into your eyes. And you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are seeing into the depths of her soul. Caleb, please be careful.
I will. I promise. I'll keep both of us safe.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
It's what
When
a
we've
friend does.
when we've settled into the backup Chantry, I will reach out to you and let you know how to get in touch with me.
Thank you. I'll run interference until then and prepare the coterie.
She takes one hand away from yours, leaving her left hand clasping your right hand. She puts her hand on the back of your neck and pulls you down, and she kisses you.
Aww.
And she turns. Oh no, it is not a chaste kiss.
Ah, okay.
It is not an aw, it is a oh my hero. Oh, I am so grateful. You
Wow,
read in
wow.
you read into that kiss everything that you have ever hoped for in your relationship with Karina. 5 years of being her devoted servant to get this kind of attention. You have She's counting on you. You have to save her. And she turns and she runs up the stairs, the thin silk robe flapping behind her as she goes. You turn and leave the Chantry with a newfound sense of purpose. Oddly enough, are you down willpower, Josh?
Nope.
Yeah, okay. Just checking.
I think I'm the only one in this coterie that doesn't spend it like it's going out of style.
You know, honestly, that's,
I
it
probably
tracks.
should, given the number of botches I have, but
Um, yeah, you leave the Chantry and you are literally hand on the door, pulling the door closed behind you and locking it when your phone dings and it is a message from Merrick saying he has moved the Winnebago. He does provide you with the coordinates via a secure app. And yeah, you make your way to the new quote unquote home base.
excellent.
You
Why are
arrive at
you
the new
smiling
location
so
of the
wide?
Winnebago about an hour before sunrise.
Why are you smiling so big?
Um, hmm. Let's just say I had a good night.
Okay. Let's end the night. What are we doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow, we're gonna figure out how to murder a child. We're on stream,
Wow.
right? Don't take that out of context.
You know, we're a half hour ahead of schedule, but God, I wish we could just cut it right there because that's a beautiful line to end on. But I'm not going to do that to you guys. Instead, we're going to advance the clock. We're going to pick up the next night, and we're going to look for a cliffhanger to end on.
Oh, you.
Oh wait, I said the quiet part out loud. I'm sorry. All right. So, ding the next night. Noriko. Will?
Yeah.
Oh, Will, there you are. Will, you wake up with a message waiting on your cell phone. Gratifyingly enough, you made it through the day without your slumber being disturbed. The change in locations seems to have done you some good in that regard. But you wake up and you have a message on your cell phone waiting.
Okay. Check that.
The message is from Duke, the sheriff.
Jesus.
And it is very simply, are you all right? Call me ASAP.
I call him.
Okay? You call him. He answers the phone on the second ring. Miss Noriko, are you all right?
I'm fine, sir. I'm fine. Should I be
Oh, good.
alarmed?
I received a tip just before sunrise that a motorcycle matching your bike's description was seen fleeing the city in the wee hours of the morning at a very high rate of speed. And I didn't know what had become of you after you left Edward and I last night.
Well, I was being tailed, so I couldn't lose them subtly, so I had to do it forcefully.
I see.
But I will say that in meandering my way to Boulder for the night, I did encounter a lupine. Although I'm not certain they were following me. It was just a chance encounter. So I'll describe the lupine to him.
Yeah.
And so I
He
immediately
he listens to your description very carefully, and when you are done, he says, "I'm sorry, I don't know who that is."
well, perhaps you'll recognize him if you do.
If
Forewarned
I
is forearmed.
forewarned is forearmed, yes. Well,
Thank you for
I
your
am
concern.
glad that you are all right.
Thank you. I'll
And
be on my way shortly to discuss with Edward the plan for canceling me, if you will.
Very well. Please be careful. And
Do not.
I have a request to pass along from Edward.
How can I be of service?
He is concerned that Merrick, in particular, may be harboring some disruptive sympathies. Please be on the lookout for any sign of a plot against the prince.
We'll do that.
We believe Merrick may be preparing to act in an openly violent fashion, which seems like it will be very poorly advised at this time.
I understand where you're coming from, and I will keep an eye on things.
Thank you.
I'll mention it to you shortly.
Indeed. So, you get off the phone, you exit the bathroom of the little hotel room that you've holed up in for the night.
The lamplighter. Oh my god. I can feel the bugs crawling on me.
Well, the good news is you slept in the bathtub and
Right.
you didn't actually sleep on any of the linen. So
Right.
maybe it's okay. You won't carry anything home with you at least. Um but and of course, you're a vampire. It's an awful lot easier to fumigate yourself than most mortals find it. But you go out to your bike, and I need you to make a perception plus alertness roll.
Again.
You about to get
40.
godfathered?
Nice.
Holy shit.
Not with 4 successes, you're not. So, in order to keep the bike out of sight of the road and as much traffic as possible, you had parked it in kind of an alcove. There is a thrust off the back of the building where the office and the laundry room is, with about a 10-foot by 10-foot square of broken concrete, a little bit of loose gravel, some dust between the back door out of the laundry and the dumpster. So you had parked the bike in that space between the dumpster and the back door coming out of the laundry room. And when you get out to the bike, there are footprints around the bike where someone has walked all around the bike. You're not sure if it was an admirer, somebody who was impressed to see such a beautiful piece of equipment sitting back here, or perhaps if it was someone who was, well, maybe a little more nefariously inclined.
Oh, I'm gonna immediately activate Auspex.
Excellent.
More about the footprints at all, and or just scanning around if I see or feel anybody watching.
Well, it is late enough. It is late enough in the evening. I mean, it's after 7 p.m., probably closer to 8 at this point. The sun's gone down maybe 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago tops. But that means it's late enough in the evening that the commercial laundry that serves this little hotel is closed, dark, and empty for the night. The desk clerk would be the only employee on duty, and he's going to be out front. Um, by activating Auspex, you are able to pick up several distinctive scents. I'm not gonna. I mean, you had an 8, 9, 10, 10 on your perception alertness dice. Uh, by using Auspex to heighten your senses, you are able to pick up more distinctive sensory input. So you are able to distinguish the body odor of 3 distinct people. There is what you interpret to be an older human woman. There is a scent that seems familiar to you, but you can't quite put a finger on it. And the third is one that you know. It is specific and one that you know. It is the distinctive odor of Old Spice aftershave, cigarette smoke, and old leather. It is a scent that you equate with Hank, your arms dealer.
And do I get the sense, or can I determine that his were the footprints, or is there his scent on the bike or right around the bike?
The scent hangs in the air around the bike,
Yeah.
but looking at the footprints, you think they are too small to have actually been Hank. Hank
Okay.
has pretty good sized feet, probably a size 12 or size 13 boot. But
Uh-huh.
uh, the issue though is that every time you've seen Hank, he has been wearing hiking boots or work boots, something along that line. These
Yeah.
footprints are very distinctly cowboy boots.
Really interesting.
And then I need you to make an intelligence roll, straight intelligence.
God.
Difficulty here is an 8.
Oh,
No successes. Okay. Um, yeah. So cowboy boots, one unfamiliar male scent, and honestly, based on the scent of detergent and bleach, you believe that the female scent that you detect around the bike is probably the laundry lady for the hotel.
yeah. I already made that assumption. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Hank. Hank's scent is faint. The scent associated with the cowboy boots is fresher, more recent.
Okay.
Now
Well,
the weird, huh?
the next thing I'm going to do, keeping an eye or ear out, is examine the bike thoroughly for any kind of like tracking device or improvised explosion device, anything like that.
Okay. Um, how thorough are you going to be?
Oh, very.
Okay. In that case, please make a perception plus investigation roll.
It's 3 dice.
Hmm. Boy. Now remember,
Oh
you know,
no.
you know what? Everything everything's great. The bike looks fine. It doesn't look like it's been touched. You don't see so much as a smudge on the body. You don't see any kind of sign that it's been tampered with at all.
Fantastic. All right. I guess I'm headed for Denver then. One final look around the courtyard, maybe up at the ceiling or up at the rooftops and stuff as well. Sure, I'm not being watched.
No, honestly, your perception alertness roll was good enough. No, you are confident that you are clean. Nobody's watching you. You don't see anybody that might be tailing you. You don't find a tracker or any kind of explosives. Nothing.
The text Duke. What do you know that wears cowboy boots around here? Seems like needle and hay or lots of needles in a needle stack, but there might be some kind of relevance. This is Colorado after all. But
You actually get back a text message in return from Duke that simply says LOL. Are you kidding?
that's worth a shot. Somebody's got my scent, and I don't like it. Text that back to him. On my way.
Okay. So yeah, you head back into town. I'm assuming you go a little slower than you did last night.
Oh yeah,
Okay. So we'll come back to you in a minute.
no problem.
Kyle Jensen,
What?
my friend, old buddy, old pal. You wake up. You open the lid of your coffin that you sleep in. You stretch. You take a deep breath. You don't have any heightened senses or extrasensory perception or any kind of psychic powers or any kind of nonsense like that. That's for guys like Caleb and, crazy chicks like Noriko. You rely on instinct and muscle and good old-fashioned know-how. Do you have dots in the awareness ability?
No, because you told me don't take none.
I know, right? Just making sure you hadn't bought one and I hadn't and I had forgotten. Um so yeah, you climb out of bed and close things up for the day and you look all around and everything's fine and I mean if you'd like you can make a perception plus alertness roll.
Of course, I'm going to make a perception plus alertness roll. Why wouldn't I?
It's weird. It's like you guys don't trust me at all. I just
wonder
said
why.
everything's fine.
We've met you is the problem.
Yeah, we've met you.
Damn it. Okay, so 2 successes. Yeah, everything's fine. Nothing out of place. No sign of any disturbance. No suspicious messages or notes pinned to your mirror.
So let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Does my animalism only count towards animals, or does it help me with stuff like that?
How many dots of animalism do you have?
One.
Yeah, it's really only good with animals. 1 dot in animalism does not work on anything, like smaller than like a mouse or a gerbil. It doesn't work on insects, for example. And of course, it is animalism. It doesn't work on people at all.
No, I was thinking maybe it might help my senses.
No, I'm sorry, it does not. The first dot of animalism specifically allows you to speak with an animal. And with a successful roll, you may ask it to perform a simple service for you based on its abilities. But no, it does nothing directly for your senses. That being said, you've got 2 successes on your alertness roll. You think you're in pretty good shape. Um, what's your evening routine like, Eric, when you first wake up and get moving?
So I wake up, I stretch. I don't know why I stretch. I don't need to stretch.
Eh.
Um, I kind of take inventory of my place. I get dressed. I check my phone.
Okay. Yep. You have an email from Elizabeth. Just a simple status report update, kind of on the contractor's progress. Things are moving ahead really well. The shop is coming along nicely. Should on track to reopen in pretty short time. They're actually getting a little further ahead of schedule each day, it seems like. But nothing there that requires even so much as a call back at the moment. Nothing outstanding.
Cool. I'm gonna unbolt my 7 deadbolt locks and walk out into the house.
Okay.
I'll turn off
You
some lights and turn on some other lights. Like,
sure. Okay. Making the place look lived in. That makes sense.
and then I'm
Now
gonna.
you did park your truck a block away last night and walk in.
Yep.
So I'm
So I'm gonna.
assuming at some point within an hour or so of waking up that you go and get the truck or go and get in the truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna call or Caleb while I'm walking
Okay.
toward the truck.
So Josh, your phone rings. You and Merrick are both probably just waking up.
Yep, waking up and getting back to carving steaks.
I'm
Yeah.
a early riser.
Yeah, so my plan is the average length of the handle of the bat before the barrel starts is 17 to 20 inches. So I just want to
Hey,
hack off
Okay.
the barrels
me,
and I want to carve the tips in.
Frankie, you're really quiet, buddy. Can you speak up?
Yeah,
Merrick
I'm
man,
sorry.
Merrick man, 1 second. Caleb's calling me. Kyle's calling me. Hey, Kyle.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, so I saw the little guy last night.
Um, I see. Why don't we meet up at the Red Note and talk about this?
At the Red Note, are they still doing construction?
Turns to Merrick. They still doing construction at the Red Note?
Not at night.
Not at night. It's clear for us.
Okay, cool.
This just
I'm gonna drive by the Vibe and see what they're doing over there real quick.
Okay. So you're on the phone talking to the guys when you get to where you parked the truck. You notice immediately that something is different. There is something on the windshield,
Oh shit.
tucked under the wiper.
Man, I got a ticket. I'm gonna go grab them. I'm gonna go grab it and take a look at it.
You pick up the piece of paper that is under the wiper, and sure enough, just your luck, you have a parking ticket. You know, municipal parking ticket, City of Evergreen. No on-street parking on this block. Blah blah blah. $75 fine payable to due by blah 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 blah. I mean, you're undead. You're immortal. You should be above petty annoyances like this. This is ridiculous. You know, what the hell is vampiric society for, if not not having to worry about bullshit like parking tickets, right?
Man, maybe Ron can get me off of this ticket, man.
If not, you should
Maybe.
eat the cop.
Right? But hey, so funny thing though, when you pick the ticket up off the windshield, a second piece of paper, a smaller piece of paper, falls out of the ticket and falls to the ground beside the truck.
Uh-oh. I just kind of
On
like watch the wind blow it a little bit, and all the paranoid shit comes rolling in, and I'm like, pick it up with a shaking hand
So
and read it.
the ticket is, as most such things are these days, a like carbon copy where it's the cop writes the ticket and it automatically creates two copies of it as he writes it. The piece of paper that has fallen to the ground is a plain white square of paper that has been folded in half and then in half again. And it was literally tucked between the paper of the ticket and the windshield. So that as though the ticket were already in place and someone used the ticket to hold this other piece of paper in place out of sight of passersby. You bend down, you pick it up with a shaking hand, you unfold it. The ink bled through the paper. You can see traces of black on the back, but it is illegible. You turn it over, finish unfolding it, and it says very simply, in large block letters, "We know who you are. We know what you are. We know where you sleep." And that's where we're going to stop for the night, gentlemen.
Fuck you.
Damn.
Gonna need to kill some fucking lupines to kill this kid.
I don't think
Get
that's
him off our
lupines.
ass.
I don't think that's lupines. I don't think that's lupines. You're forgetting about old Miles Stevenson, bud.
I'm pretty sure he's working with the lupine.
No, I don't know.
I think
I
he's
don't
a
know what the
goddamn
fuck is
hunter.
going on.
Oh.
Oh, that's even worse. That's so much worse. Oh god.
Yeah.
You know, funny story. Did you guys know I can juggle?
So I was about to say, JD, most storytellers, you either have like this like lupine campaign, or you have your intrigue campaign with their serial killer, or you'll have an inquisition camp. You're throwing them all at us simultaneously. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
someone's got
I
like
gotta keep
5 fucking things going at once.
only 5. That's so cute. Thanks, Eric.
I threw out a number, motherfucker.
Well, I mean that does account for the fact that there's one for every player character. So, I mean, that makes sense. I get it. But
Uh,
so the
What's
word
up,
for the
buddy?
day is cross-pollination. Say it with me.
yeah. No. Cross pollination.
Thanks, Eric. So what do you think, guys? Are we having fun?
I
A
am.
little bit.
Are we worried?
Nah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. I'm glad. If you weren't worried at this point, I'd be worried about you.
I'm already dead. What's the worst that could happen?
Do you want
Oh,
the full list or the abbreviated version?
You can be unalive.
allow
Oh, this
me
was
to
fun.
introduce you To high concept. Wraith the Oblivion. Death is just the beginning.
Isn't that the game that like made a bunch of people clinically depressed?
Oh God, yeah, right. No, the Wraith. Okay, Wraith is so dark that
Like I
Wraith is so dark I'm not permitted to discuss it while my wife is in the house and might hear me.
Wow.
valid. I happen to adore it, but also I run well.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Frankie, are we off stream?
Nope, we're about to be. Have a good night, everybody who stopped out. Nick, if you're still listening, man, hope